like...
Hey, what's up?
Side-by-side time.
Side by side.
When was the last time we did a side-by-side?
I drink a lot.
Fair enough.
Um,
Oh, probably the mystery beer from Max. But the last side-by-side we did in person on video together?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
For someone who hates that band, do you sing that song a lot?
Because it's funny. Well, it's because of that Jane Silent Bob movie.
Do you want to sing it twice?
No. So
yeah, we should probably get right. You're right.
Well, this is the thing. We talked about different ways to do this.
Yeah.
Separate videos for each, or drink one, then drink. To me, I felt like no matter what, that we could not drink one and then drink the other without thinking. Like, no matter what,
Yeah.
the second video would be tainted by the first.
100%. Yeah.
To me, it makes more sense. Just fucking jump in the deep end. We get a little crazy.
Bingo. Speaking of crazy, if you watch the unboxing video, what we have here is Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA. And then the Veil for Freaky Friday did Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA. And Dogfish did a Veil beer a month or so ago. So during COVID, all the breweries are kind of doing swapping recipes to have a little bit of fun, right? Take the monotony out of things, keep it interesting. But we decided let's do a side by side. So this is canned less than 10 days ago.
About 8 days ago.
About 8 days ago. This has a best by date of December 2021, which puts it into relatively fresh. I think it's like they say 6 months for their IPAs. So
possibly
like July, August, September, October, November, December. So if it's that math is right, then this should have been canned or bottled this month or late last month.
Honestly, it doesn't matter because they say best by a certain date. That means it should hold its quality until then.
Yeah,
that's on them, not on us.
100%. And this beer in general, like it's so fucking hot. Like this is a beer that's gonna last.
We'll see.
Want to dive in?
Oh yeah.
Which glass do you want to go in? What?
I'd say our Nerdsense one's on the left. Let's start with this one on the left.
Okay, so Nerdsense goes to Dogfish.
Yep.
And then Treehouse and Trillium. Okay. So for those that don't know, which I imagine you should know, Dogfish 90-minute IPA is a beer that's hopped extremely. So they have 60-minute, they have 75-minute, and they have 120. So continually hopped throughout the entire boil and balanced by a powerful malt backbone for a pungent, not crushing hot flavor. Yeah, I believe they hop it every minute.
For 90 minutes.
For 90 minutes, yeah. Which is kind of fucking crazy. Oh, thanks, man.
Well,
I should have poured yours too.
Well, with these, we don't really do 12-ounce bottle swaps, and I want to make sure that we got it the same. But I actually poured yours more aggressively than mine. So for once, you get to have a properly poured beer. Doesn't happen too often.
Okay.
All right, so
Nerdsense is Dogfish, and
so I say we go with the Dogfish first.
Yeah, you have
that's,
to.
That's where we start from, right?
color looks like a 90-minute IPA.
Yeah, it's caramel, kind of burnt orange caramel kind of color. It smells like a Dogfish, man.
Yeah, it does.
So you're getting a lot of caramel, some grapefruit, pine.
Oh yeah, loads of grapefruit. Like this is a grapefruit smell that I haven't gotten in forever in an IPA. It's distinctive to like the West Coast super Imperial IPAs.
Yep. I mean, it does. This is a little bit like Russian River.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it's very very strong ethanol, malty, caramelly, a little apricot.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it smells way better than I remember it smelling.
I think it's because you're ready for this type of beer again.
Yeah, I was like, I used to drink this like this in 60-minute used to be like my jam.
Do you want to compare noses first?
Yeah, let's do that in color too. So this is definitely, it's got the same caramelly color, but it's definitely
a little murkier.
Yeah, it's definitely murkier. Now I don't know if they use the recipe. I'm not sure if they use the Veil yeast, which I guess we'll be able to tell in 1 second.
That smells like a different beer, 100% different.
It's got this darker malt almost.
Yeah, it's almost got a little bit of hint of a smoke almost to me.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the yeast.
It's so different. It's almost not comparable.
Yeah, there's like green hoppiness in there, but like the grapefruit, the citrus is all kind of missing.
Yeah. It's almost just like nondescript hop residue.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm getting like almost just like bitterness in a weird way, but I'm not getting like the fruity esters.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any of that caramel.
Yeah. Huh.
Try to agitate a little bit more.
A little bit.
Yeah, but it's something else. It's almost
Can't
like
get
it
anything
almost
in
got some like soapiness to it. It has it smells. It is so far removed from this, and in a way that I don't think is superior.
I guess only one real way to find out too is let's take a taste.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yep.
I missed this.
Yeah. This is the way I remember this being. And I've not had this in a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're getting like a big hit of hop bitterness, right? It's got like grapefruit peel. It has danky weed. It has pine. It has apricot. A little, just a stone fruity kind of a taste, and just a hit of almost like a spritz of citrus.
Yeah, that's actually everything you said there. Like the apricot hits, the grapefruit's there, the citrus, and then as it bitters, it kind of has like more of a pithy grapefruit peel type thing going on as it bitters out and kind of dries out the back of your palate, and it leaves you with that resiny, super danky like aftertaste that I'm used to with these type of beers. Yeah, I think you're right when you said that. I'm ready again for beers like this. And I remember when I was buying the 6-pack, I'm like, am I really gonna drink? When am I gonna drink these? I'm like, I don't know if I'll drink them. And then I'm like, shit, like I just want another one of these. Like,
Yeah. It is definitely, especially when the way it dries out the palate, it just invites you for more sips.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, one thing that's surprising is I feel like I'm getting a bigger ethanol hit on the nose than I'm on the palate. And for beer, that's 9%, right?
Yeah, 9%.
Like I don't know, like it's an old school kind of a beer. Usually the ethanol's a little more.
Yeah.
Not as well hidden.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. It's pretty nice.
Very good.
Very pleasant. Very
it is.
pleasant.
I know. I really really like it.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that sugary, almost caramelly thing you get going on.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. It's
It
really nice.
hits nicely.
That's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. All right.
Let's see what the veil did.
Let me
Yeah, you got another.
let me swish around the palate.
That is good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like honestly, I came into this not with a bias, but I was like, well, you know, I know what I'm expecting here.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what I expected. I didn't expect it to make me so happy.
Exactly. Yes. No. And that's whenever it seems like whenever we revisit like these old classics, it always makes us more happy than we think we were going to be initially.
Yeah.
We're like,
I've had this.
how's it going to knock my socks up? Oh wow, it did. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Because it's just so well made. Good call.
Yeah.
All right, that's this one, huh?
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's way less, just like on the nose, it's way less citrusy, but it has the dank, it has the resiny, but it has that like that weird, the weird nose flavor of like that weird maltiness is there in this kind of strange aftertaste. Now I really wonder. I have to imagine they have to be using their own yeast because you would still get something maybe from this. And if they're doing these beers, like they were like, hey, just send us the recipe. Like, are they really going to go through all the trouble of cold shipping yeast samples to each other if they're doing each other's beers? Like, I would think it's like just take the recipe and use whatever yeast you think is right. But I could be totally wrong. So down in the comments if I'm off base.
I don't know anything about the process of how these breweries are sort of
Doing this.
But whatever the Veil did it the wrong way. This is mostly unpleasant, Sean.
I don't say it's unpleasant. I don't dislike it. I don't think it's as good as regular 90-minute, but it does have characteristics that I do like about it. The mouthfeel is creamier. It's fuller. But yeah, the citrus isn't there. Like that resiny backbone bitterness kind of is there. It doesn't linger as nicely. It kind of washes away a little too quick.
It's a little more chemical-y too.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that sort of like that fresh cut grass and pine.
Yeah.
It tastes like there's a chemical-y aftertaste. It doesn't have that nice caramel. It's not roushy, but there's something in it that's...
Yes, okay. That's, yeah. I don't know what that is either.
It's almost a hint of smoke in a weird way.
Yeah, and it's not as bright. It's not as vibrant.
No.
Like, I didn't think the word bright and vibrant didn't pop into my mind when we initially did it, but once I drank this, then I immediately thought, wow, the regular 90-minute is bright. It's vibrant. This is kind of...
It's heavier.
Yeah.
It's more. It's more weighty in a way. Well, what's the ABV on this?
9. It says 9.
Sure it is. It's just, it tastes funny.
Yeah, funny's a good way.
To me, I'm not trying to influence you.
No. And I said it too. I said it in the beginning, like, there is something strange, and it is that roushiness, but it's not roushy. It's not smoky. So Keith, don't get all excited and run on and get this beer.
But it's something, I don't know what it is.
It's like I don't know how to explain this, but it's when session beers first started coming around, they always had this like weird maltiness that was like, but they couldn't figure out how to like hop it enough. So it was always like this weird crackery maltness that like was off-putting, and this is kind of like amped up version of that. That's a poor explanation of what I'm trying to say. Like biscuit, not biscuity, but like...
To me, it's almost like I'm almost getting. I mean, I might not be describing this right at all, because I'm finding it mostly like to be something I wouldn't want to drink more of. I think, but it has almost an element of sort of like when you cut wood with a dull saw blade, and it almost fucks up the wood a little bit, gives a little bit of almost a burnt smell in the air. It's almost a little bit like that.
Oh shit, that's not far.
You know what I mean? It's not smoky. It's not, but it almost tastes like the malt was burnt a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what? Maybe that's not a bad call out, because think of it this way: how often do you think the Veil is brewing a beer and they're hopping every 90 minutes? Maybe they just didn't have it under control, but I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not mad at the beer. Just
Everyone
fuck me.
knows, yeah.
In comparison, this is just awesome.
Yeah. But like, I feel like, and I've had a few of the Freaky Fridays from other breweries, and like none of them were ever better than what I remember. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like Trillium's version of their Crucial Taunt was good.
Oh, a Trillium IPA wasn't good this year? Strange. I don't believe that.
Fair enough. It's a valid point. But there's only really one thing to do here now, right?
Yeah, drink the one on the left, and off camera, we claim we drink the one on the right.
Oh no, I'm doing it.
You do it. I'm not going to.
I'm gonna pour the Veil into this. Looks more like Dogfish there. Still got the Dogfish nose. It's actually not bad. It's definitely more subdued version of that, but the mouthfeel here comes into play on that and kind of makes it a more interesting beer. Is it better? No. Is it better than the Veil on its own? Yes. But yeah, this is also very fresh. So who knows if this is a Maybe this needs to sit for a bit. I don't know. We can
It
always.
doesn't taste like there's like
No.
hop burn.
No.
It just tastes like they made a beer.
Mm-hmm.
That, well, it's not bad. It's just not for me, I suppose. It's just not working for me. You know?
Right. And it's cool that all these breweries are doing this. Like when this started, like it was always like not the small, not I don't want to say smaller breweries, but I want to say like I never expected someone like Dogfish Head to get involved in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because of their sheer scale, but it's really awesome that they did something like this. I guess it makes sense that all these breweries are probably like friendly. So yeah, but yeah, this was definitely fun. I'm glad we did it for sure. If you had 90 Minute recently, what do you think of them that you still enjoy? And have you had the Veil version? What do you think of it compared to Dogfish's OG 90 Minute IPA? And how do you think we did? Do you think we talked out of our asses? Do you think it was a fair a fair showdown? Clearly, the winner is Dogfish Head with the Cuvée, close second, and then.
Well, let's just say the person who makes the beer made the better beer.
Yes.
You know, so
which is going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't have their version of did they do a version of, which one did Dogfish do?
I think it was We Dead Mom.
Yes, yeah. I imagine it's not as good as Veil's.
Probably not.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is just a weird attempt.
Yeah. But it was fun. It's a fun experiment.
Oh yeah. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah. Like otherwise, I don't think we would have ordered a box of Veil.
No. And now we get some fun beer.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, down in the comments, what do you think? If you had either of these, obviously I'm assuming a lot of people watching this have had 90 Minute at one point in their life. But if you had the Veil version, let's have a conversation. And then nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, those are your things. Like, comment, subscribe, hit those notification bells. And I'm Sean.
I'm Mike.
And this is Nerdsense.